So I decided to formula feed. And everybody was like, hey guys, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Desan. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing my breastfeeding experience with you guys. I'm going to share with you why I chose to formula feed and the shame that I felt from others because I was going to formula feed my baby. Whether it was intentional or unintentional, it's a stigma, and everybody thinks you should breastfeed exclusively or else you're not doing a good job at being a mom to your baby. So I've always heard of how painful breastfeeding can be. I have sisters who have babies and I watch lots of videos on this as well. So because of this, I prepared myself mentally for the pain of breastfeeding. Fast forward to when I take the baby home. The first few days of having the baby at home, I tried to breastfeed exclusively. My baby would just cry and cry and cry because he was hungry and he was not feeding because he was not latching properly. He would latch for maybe 3 seconds and then he would stop and cry. It would hurt even more because he had to be on it like every few seconds trying to suck, as opposed to just latching and feeding and then getting off the breast. But still, I told myself this is normal, lots of women go through it, I can do it, I can breastfeed my baby. I called the lactation specialist because I was having a hard time getting the baby to latch and I wanted to know what else I could do. When I phoned her, I asked her, I said, should I just try to pump the breast milk and give it to the baby? She said I shouldn't do that because once the baby starts sucking the bottle, the baby will not want to suck the breast anymore. I know this is true, but I was trying to find a solution that would help both me and my baby because I would get anxious every time it was time to breastfeed because I knew he wasn't gonna eat properly and then he would just be grumpy. He would cry non-stop because he was still hungry. So after talking to the lactation consultant over the phone, I decided, okay, I'll keep trying to breastfeed. I won't give the baby the bottle. Now, this was probably a week in and the public health nurse called me. Usually they'll come and check on you after having a baby, but we all know because of COVID, things changed, so they had to do phone visits. She called me and I was talking to her about it and I told her, I said, my baby's not feeding properly. I've done everything. I watched lots of video. I spoke to the lactation consultant. I'm doing everything and it's affecting my mental health at this point because I'm getting anxious every time I know I have to feed. I'm getting frustrated. I'm crying. The baby's crying. So it was just not healthy. The public health nurse encouraged me to do what was best for me and my baby. She said breastfeeding was best for the baby, but if I could not breastfeed, then I should do what I need to do. I had an electric breast pump that my sister gave to me, so I started pumping and storing the breast milk in the fridge or in the freezer, depending on how long it was going to be there. And I was giving the baby the breast milk through the bottle. No, this was getting better. My baby was being fed, he was sleeping longer, he was not as grumpy. After I started pumping and bottle feeding my baby, I finally started getting some relief as my breasts weren't as engorged and hard. After about a month and a half of pumping and feeding the baby the breast milk through the bottle, I realized I started producing less milk. I would use warm cloth to try to stimulate milk production and it would give me a little bit more milk, but it wasn't enough to give the baby breast milk exclusively anymore. So I decided to formula feed. And I can remember mentioning to a couple of family members and a few friends that I was going to start formula feeding my baby. And everybody was like, so I was like, I started to feel ashamed because I was thinking to myself, why am I not able to do what every other mom is able to do with their baby? And I felt guilty because I felt like I wasn't doing what's best for my baby. So again, I went back and started trying to breastfeed again. It did not work. It was not working for me and it was not working for my baby. So I decided I was going to formula feed. This was what's best for me and my baby and it's my family. So I get to decide. I know it's best to breastfeed because of all the benefits of breastfeeding, such as nutritional benefits. Breastfeeding your baby also helps with your recovery after giving birth. When you breastfeed your baby, your body is going to release oxytocin, which is a hormone that will help your uterus to contract and shrink down to its normal size. Breastfeeding is cost effective as you don't have to buy formula, and it's convenient because once your baby wakes up and is hungry, you can just turn over and feed your baby. Not so much with the bottle. So I'm all for breastfeeding, and I would encourage all moms to breastfeed as long as you're able to do so. I encourage you to do all you can. See a lactation consultant if you need to. Watch videos, see if you can get tips and tricks from others that you know who are breastfed. Ensure you exhaust all your resources before you start formula feeding. If after doing all of this you're still not able to breastfeed your baby, whether it be because it's affecting your mental health or that you're having issues producing enough milk, whatever your reason may be, do not let anyone make you feel ashamed for formula feeding your baby. Formula-fed babies still go to kindergarten and they still reach all their milestones. Just remember, it's your family and you have to do what's best for you and your baby. As long as your baby is fed, that's what's important. And you have to be in your best health to take care of your baby, and this includes your mental health. That's it for today's video, guys. I hope you were able to take away something from my experience. And again, I encourage you, do everything you can to breastfeed. If you can't breastfeed, do not feel ashamed. There's nothing to be ashamed about. Do what's best for your family. If you like the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more videos like these, you know what to do. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.